Don't scroll, my beloved child, stop right here. Something has been trying to reach you since yesterday. The air around you already knows why you paused. It isn't fear, it's protection. Heaven is trying to warn you before the night changes. Listen carefully, because what you hear now could guard your peace for years. My beloved child, listen again. The reason you couldn't sleep, the reason your heart keeps remembering someone's voice, it's not random. It's the sound of care traveling through the unseen. Heaven often speaks through the feeling of being watched over. The message is simple: be still before reacting. Every hidden enemy is really hidden worry, something that wants to rush you into choices made in fear. Tonight, light one candle, breathe slowly, and whisper, "I choose calm." When you do, angels reorganize everything that was planning to steal your peace. Don't scroll yet, my beloved child, there's more. That small ache behind your ribs is not danger, it's memory asking for release. Forgive the moment that still tightens your chest. The instant you forgive, the unseen changes sides, it starts fighting for you, not against you. Heaven says, I will reveal truth through rest, not through panic. So rest. Drink water. Speak softly. Before midnight passes, you'll feel warmth behind your back, that's peace taking position. My beloved child, stop here again. Listen. Someone will test your patience tonight, through a message, a memory, a voice from the past. Smile instead of reacting. That smile will cancel the strike before it begins. You are protected not because you fought, but because you stayed kind when bitterness called your name. Heaven's final whisper for tonight. What tries to scare you only confirms how bright you've become. Sleep in that sentence. The unseen will stand guard. If this message calmed your spirit, let it protect another soul. Like, share, and subscribe so more hearts remember that love is stronger than fear. Pinned comment. I choose calm, love is guarding me tonight. Type it once slowly, breathe, and notice how even the air feels lighter. Stop here, my beloved child. Don't scroll. There is a reason your heart just tightened as these words appeared. Heaven is leaning close again tonight. Something wants to steal your peace before morning, but Archangel Michael has been sent to stand beside you. Stay until the last word, because the moment you understand this message, calm itself will begin guarding your home. My beloved child, listen carefully. You've noticed it again, that shift in the room when night settles, as if the walls exhale. That is not loneliness, that is awareness. Heaven is rearranging its angels around you. They do not arrive with sound, they arrive with stillness. Stop here, Michael says. Do you feel that chill between your shoulders? That is fear leaving its chair. Fear has been sitting there for years, pretending to belong. Tonight it must stand and go. To the invisible conversation. You are not imagining the soft pressure behind your chest. It is the heavenly current translating messages too tender for words. If you listen closely, you will hear your mother's love within it, not a voice from the grave but the shape of comfort that once taught you how to rest. My beloved child, the presence whispers, you are safe to stop performing strength. Every time you pretend to be fine, worry feeds. Tonight heaven declares fast from pretense. Say nothing, just breathe. That breath is a prayer without sound. 3. Michael's arrival. Light moves through the room like slow thunder. Feathers of brightness drift across your ceiling. The Archangel appears, not as a storm but as structure itself, every beam of the house remembering it was made for peace. Beloved, the enemy is confusion, he says. It wears many masks: regret, comparison, self-doubt. But none can survive recognition. He touches your forehead with light. Thoughts that once raced slow to a walk. You hear him again. When you stand still, heaven fights for you. So you stand. Silence stretches but feels holy, not empty. 4. The hidden enemy revealed. My beloved child, stop here again. Listen. The enemy you feared is not a person. It is the moment you believe you must earn love. That belief has been stealing your rest. Michael raises his sword, it blazes blue, but instead of cutting, it illuminates. Every dark thought stands naked before truth. I am unworthy. False. I am too late. False. I am forgotten. False. Truth is your shield, the angel declares. Say it and shadows shrink. Repeat after him. I am remembered by heaven. Feel the air shift as the room agrees. 5. The circle of light. Michael draws a circle around you with his sword. It looks like fire but feels like warm water. Inside this light, only truth can enter. He gives 3 instructions. Keycap 1. When worry speaks, answer with whisper, not war. Keycap 2. When regret visits, offer tea but no bed. Keycap 3. When peace arrives, don't question why, just say thank you. The circle brightens. You are no longer guarded by walls but by awareness. 6. The test of silence. Close your eyes. Michael asks nothing, only waits. Then the test comes, a memory you hate replays. You want to flinch. Stop here, he commands softly. Do not look away. Every pain you face in light loses its weapon. You watch until the memory turns transparent. It becomes a lesson, not a loop. Michael nods. Now you see how forgiveness fights. 7. The gift of rest. The angel steps back. Restoration is already moving toward you, he says. But you must let sleep be sacred again. He instructs, before you close your eyes tonight, touch your heart and say, peace is patrolling my night. Heaven takes that as permission to guard your dreams. The air turns sweet, like rain touching warm earth. Even the clock ticks slower. You understand that safety is not the absence of threat, it's the presence of purpose. 8. The morning sign. Before dawn you wake once more. No fear, just quiet light in the window. A bird calls twice outside, that's Michael's confirmation that the night passed in peace. My beloved child, the voice inside you says, look how softly the world turns when you stop resisting it. You smile and whisper thank you. The circle of light remains invisible but active, Every step you take today will leave a trail of calm behind it. Michael's final words float through the room. Protection is not a wall around you, it's light within you. Keep it lit. If this message wrapped your spirit in calm, let its light travel. Like, share, and subscribe so more souls remember that peace itself is heaven's shield. Pinned comment. Peace is patrolling my night. Type it once slowly, breathe, and notice how the air feels safer the moment you do. Stop here, my beloved child, don't scroll. The message from last night is still alive. Heaven didn't leave when you fell asleep, it moved forward with you. Today you will learn how the shield of light that guarded your night walks beside you through daylight. Stay until the end. What you hear now will turn ordinary hours into holy ground. 1. The Morning Echo. My beloved child, listen again. When you opened your eyes this morning, something quiet followed you from dream to day, the afterglow of protection. The air around you is different, it feels organized. That's because peace has weight. Heaven assigns it to every movement you make after obedience. Stop here, Michael says. Notice how nothing hurts as loud as it used to. Every time you choose calm over rush, the shield thickens. It's not metal, it's memory of truth. 2. The invisible armor. You dress, walk, speak, and think, all while carrying a thin film of light on your skin. It does not sparkle, it stabilizes. Michael's voice comes again. The shield is activated by awareness. Forget it, and it dims. Remember it, and it shines. Heaven made it simple. Keycap 1. Gratitude polishes it. Keycap 2. Gentle speech strengthens it. Keycap 3. Forgiveness repairs it when life scratches it. You walk through your day with a different posture, not defensive, but decided. 3. The test of noise. By noon, the world tries to steal your stillness. Phones, voices, traffic, tasks, each asks you to drop peace for speed. Stop here, my beloved child, Michael whispers. The enemy of light is not darkness, it's distraction. You pause. The moment you choose one calm breath over reaction, the shield reappears brighter. It's like heaven clapping without sound. 4. The shadow of comparison. Later someone else's life looks easier. Their road seems golden, yours gray. The shield flickers. Listen, Michael says, comparison is a mirror built by liars. Step back from it. You repeat softly, my path is protected. Instantly warmth returns. You understand the law of the shield, every time you honor your own pace, light refills its edges. 5. The companion presence. Mid-afternoon, you feel a cool breeze for no reason. That's Michael's way of walking past, a reminder that the shield is shared, not solo. Angels walk in front of you to negotiate peace before you arrive, he explains. You don't need to announce holiness, the room will sense it when you enter. Kindness becomes your aura, people will call it luck. 6. The evening recentering. As day thins into twilight, old thoughts try to return. Regret knocks, disguise of familiar voices, you did so little today. Stop here, Michael says again. Count peace as productivity. Heaven never measures output, it measures obedience to calm. You sit by the window and let sunset pour over you like healing gold. Every ray that touches you reinforces the shield. 7. The whisper of purpose. Michael speaks once more. The shield was never meant only for defense, it reflects light to others. Walk through this world as a mirror of peace. Heaven will use your tone to calm someone in a store line, your patience to teach a child, your silence to soften an argument. That's how the shield walks with you, it turns your life into evidence of grace. 8. The night returns. Darkness comes again, but this time it doesn't threaten. It bows. Michael's presence wraps around you like weather made of calm. My beloved child, he says, look how quiet fear became. That is what victory sounds like. You realize the shield was never something you held, it was someone holding you, the faith inside every gentle choice. The angel smiles, then fades into starlight. Only a sentence remains in the air. Peace is portable, wear it everywhere. You breathe it in. You sleep without guarding yourself, because calm has learned your address. If this message helped you feel safe again, let it travel, like, share, and subscribe so more hearts learn that peace is stronger than fear. Pinned comment. Peace is portable, I wear it everywhere. Type it once softly, pause, and notice how even the air around you changes temperature when you finish. Stop here, my beloved child. Don't scroll. What you carry now is not weakness, it's holy quiet. Heaven has begun teaching you strength that doesn't shout. Stay until the end, because by the time this message finishes, you will remember how calm itself becomes power. 1. The morning signal. My beloved child, listen carefully. When you woke today, the light looked slower, didn't it? That was heaven matching your breathing pattern to its own. You've spent a lifetime fighting storms, now heaven wants you to govern weather. Stop here, Michael whispers. Notice how silence obeys you now. Every time you choose a measured word instead of an angry one, you move mountains invisibly. That is the beginning of calm power, the ability to shift energy without raising your voice. 2. The hidden strength. Michael shows you a river glowing under moonlight. This river never argues with the rocks, he says. It just keeps flowing until they become smooth. You smile, you understand. Peace isn't passive, it's persistent. The enemy of light is not darkness, it's noise that makes you forget how strong gentleness can be. From today, speak as if your words are seeds, not weapons. Each sentence you sow in kindness grows into protection tomorrow. 3. The weight of quiet. At noon, Michael asks you to pause again. Stop here, he says. Close your eyes and listen for nothing. You try, and for a moment you hear a low hum beneath the world, the sound of everything cooperating with heaven. That hum is the center of power. When you align with it, doors open without force. Calls return, people forgive, and timing starts to favor you. The strongest ones, Michael says, are those who learn to move without making a sound. 4. The conflict of pace. By afternoon you feel the old urge to hurry. Emails, calls, tasks, the world pulls again. The shield around you flickers. Stop here, my beloved child, Michael reminds. Speed is how the soul forgets it has wings. Heaven moves in order, not panic. When you slow down, you sync with divine momentum. Peace does not waste time, it multiplies it. 5. The voice of authority. Evening light spills across the room. Michael appears again, towering but tender. Calm power is the voice that commands without control, he teaches. Say this aloud whenever chaos starts, peace now governs this space. Every time you speak that sentence, energy bends back into order. It's not magic, it's memory, creation remembering who you are. 6. The lesson of compassion. Night falls. You feel tired but not empty. Michael shows you a field of people arguing in the distance. You used to stand there, he says. Now you stand here. You realize compassion is elevation. From higher ground, you see that everyone fights a shadow of their own making. You stop judging. Your peace becomes a refuge for others. That's true authority, to heal by presence, not pressure. 7. The gift of vision. Michael hands you a small sphere of light. Inside it swirl the days to come. You will see patterns before they repeat, he says. Calm power gives clarity. Heaven will now warn you through subtle feelings, a sudden tiredness before a mistake, a burst of joy before a right turn. Trust those signals. That is how light leads the wise. 8. The crown of peace. The angel stands beside you one last time. My beloved child, he says, you've learned to walk without armor. Now wear peace as your crown. You feel warmth circle your head like sun through cloud. Confidence returns without ego, just certainty. You understand that true power was never control, it was clarity under pressure. Michael's final words float like bells through the air. Where you walk, the world will heal a little. You exhale, and even the night seems to stand taller. If this message reminded you how strong softness can be, help it reach another heart, like, share, and subscribe so more souls remember that calm is the loudest form of courage. Pinned comment. Peace now governs this space. Type it once slowly and feel how your chest unclenches as you do. Stop here, my beloved child. Don't scroll. Something around you has started to glow even when you don't notice it. That light is called the golden current, the flow of heaven moving through your ordinary moments. Stay till the end, because once you understand how to ride it, peace will begin opening doors that hard work alone never could. 1. The first ripple. My beloved child, listen carefully. Yesterday you learned that calm can be power. Today you'll see that power can become movement. When you feel a soft pull to call someone, to pause before speaking, to take a different turn on your walk, that's the golden current nudging you. Stop here, Michael whispers. Notice how the world rearranges itself when you choose peace over panic. Every time you listen to that small direction, invisible threads of light stretch ahead of you, clearing the path. 2. The music beneath noise. By mid-morning, the city hums with its usual chaos, cars, voices, screens. Yet beneath it you sense a slower rhythm, a melody you once ignored. Stop here, Michael says. That is heaven's tempo. Walk in it. You take a breath that lasts 1 second longer than habit. The world around you does not change, but your place inside it does. Time bends slightly, enough to let kindness fit between rush and regret. That tiny pause is a door through which grace enters. 3. The signs of alignment. Heaven sends confirmation through simple signs. A person you were worried about calls just to say thank you. A problem solves itself while you're resting. Something lost appears in a place you already checked. Do not call them coincidences, Michael says. They are currents finding their way home. Every good thing flowing back to you was once something you released without anger. 4. The obstacle that teaches. Later a delay comes, a line, a traffic jam, a closed door. Your old self wants to complain. Stop here, my beloved child, Michael interrupts. The current is slowing you so you won't miss the next turn. The delay is a shield disguised as inconvenience. If you could see what heaven is rerouting, you'd thank it out loud. Patience keeps you inside the flow, frustration throws you against the bank. 5. The light in others. In the afternoon you notice someone else smiling easier around you. That's the golden current spilling over. Michael explains. When you carry calm, you become a lighthouse. People sail closer without knowing why. Heaven uses your presence as proof that gentleness works. This is how light recruits more light, quietly, by example. 6. The evening exchange. As the sun drops, you feel tired. The golden current never demands that you pretend endless energy, it teaches exchange. Sit still and say, what I gave in peace returns to me as rest. Michael nods. The flow is not a river that empties you, it's a tide that refills those who refuse to fight it. You close your eyes. Each breath draws gold back through your lungs. You realize that peace circulates like oxygen, give and receive are the same motion. 7. The revelation of ease. Night arrives and you think about how many years you confused ease with laziness. Michael smiles. My beloved child, ease is evidence of alignment. When heaven helps, weight feels like wings. You understand that working with grace doesn't mean doing less, it means doing without fear. That awareness alone dissolves old stress from your bones. 8. The golden blessing. The angel lifts his hand. A stream of light spills from it, spiraling around you like liquid sunshine. This is the golden current, he says. It will follow you into every place you enter. Where others see chance, you'll see pattern. Where others push, you'll flow. Heaven's final instruction for the night. When you feel rushed, remember the river. When you feel alone, remember the tide. You were never meant to force doors, you were meant to float through them. You breathe out and hear the soft roar of life agreeing with you. If this message helped you feel the flow again, help it reach another heart, like, share, and subscribe so more souls remember that calm is the real momentum. Pinned comment. I choose to flow in the golden current of peace. Type it once softly, and notice how even your breathing slows to match the music of grace. Stop here, my beloved child. Don't scroll. There is a pattern around you that you've been calling coincidence. Heaven calls it conversation. The language of light has been trying to reach you through numbers, timing, and gentle nudges. Stay until the end, because once you understand it, you'll realize heaven has never been silent. 1. The first glow. My beloved child, listen carefully. Last night you rested in the golden current, today the current begins to speak. Every flash of recognition, every moment of déjà vu is a syllable of that language. Stop here, Michael whispers. Light doesn't speak in sentences, it speaks in sensation. When you suddenly feel peace in the middle of nothing, that's heaven saying, yes, you're on the path. 2. The numbers that knock. You keep noticing the same time on the clock, the same digits on receipts. Michael smiles. These are not codes to fear, they're reminders to pause. Whenever you see them, take one deep breath and say, I am awake. That single breath translates heaven's mathematics into awareness. Light counts every moment you choose peace over panic as progress. 3. The language of warmth. Later, while you walk, the sun touches your shoulder through clouds. The temperature changes for only a second. Stop here, Michael says. That is greeting, not weather. Warmth is the simplest form of light speech. It tells you that heaven recognizes you in crowds and keeps you within range of grace. 4. The echo of kindness. By midday, you help someone without thinking. A moment later someone else helps you. That, Michael says, is grammar of the soul. Every merciful act completes a sentence heaven started. The language of light is circular, what you send returns, polished and twice as bright. 5. The pauses that protect. Evening approaches. Plans change suddenly. You feel annoyed until Michael speaks. Stop here, my beloved child. Silence is a punctuation mark of heaven. It means, wait for better. Every delay is a comma between blessings. Do not force the sentence to end before the word grace. 6. The dream alphabet. When you sleep, the language of light continues in images. Michael explains. Dreams are letters written in motion. You don't need to translate, you only need to feel their tone. If a dream brings peace, it's instruction. If it brings fear, it's old data being deleted. Either way, heaven is editing your story for clarity. 7. The heart as interpreter. The next morning you wake with a phrase in mind that you didn't think of yourself. That, Michael says, is translation. Your heart is now fluent enough to turn vibration into guidance. You no longer need to chase signs, they will find you because you sound like them. 8. The final understanding. Michael stands beside you, eyes bright as gold behind water. My beloved child, he says, light is the first language and the last. Words divide, light unites. When you choose peace, you are speaking fluently. He touches your shoulder. Every memory of fear softens into a lesson of luminance. Go now, he whispers, and speak light with your life. The room brightens one shade more than usual, the final period of heaven's sentence. If this message helped you recognize how heaven still whispers through ordinary moments, help it travel, like, share, and subscribe so more hearts learn to listen. Pinned comment. I choose to listen to the language of light. Type it once softly, close your eyes, and notice how even silence starts to shine. Stop here, my beloved child. Don't scroll. Someone you once loved still lives inside your thoughts. Heaven is not asking you to go back, it is asking you to cross a bridge. This is the bridge of grace, the path that turns old pain into peace. Stay until the end, because when you cross it in your heart, even distance turns into light. Want the call to cross. My beloved child, listen carefully. Every unforgiven moment is a half-built bridge. You stand on one side holding bricks of hurt, waiting for the other to help you finish. Stop here, Michael whispers. Grace is the bridge you build alone so both can cross. Heaven doesn't measure who was right, it measures who was ready to release. Forgiveness is the plank that turns memory into meaning. 2. The weight of stone. You remember the conversation that ended badly, the name you no longer say. It feels like stone in your chest. Do not throw it, Michael says. Lay it down as foundation. Each pain accepted becomes a step strong enough to carry love again. You kneel inside your own heart and place the stone gently. It glows. Grace turns burden into building material. 3. The wind of understanding. As you work, a soft wind rises. It smells like rain after a long season of dryness. Stop here, Michael says. That wind is heaven carrying your forgiveness to where it is needed. You realize you don't have to speak for healing to travel. Grace delivers messages silently. 4. The crossing. The bridge shines across a river of light. Halfway over, doubt returns. What if they don't change? Stop here, Michael answers. Grace was never a bargain. It's freedom without permission. You keep walking. With each step, anger falls away like dust from your feet. The river beneath you changes color, from gray to gold. 5. The meeting in light. At the bridge's center you see a figure formed of memory and mercy. You don't know if it's the person you forgave or the part of yourself that needed forgiving. It doesn't matter, both bow to each other. My beloved child, Michael says, reconciliation is not agreement, it is acknowledgement. 2 halves of one lesson finally shake hands. Light passes through you both, and the bridge hums like a harp string. 6. The gift of release. You reach the other side. The air here feels thinner, easier to breathe. Release is not forgetting, Michael says. It is remembering without resentment. You look back and see the bridge still glowing behind you. It will remain for others to cross when they are ready. That's how grace multiplies. One heart builds, many walk. 7. The return of peace. Michael walks beside you as twilight settles. Stop here, he says. Listen to the quiet inside your chest. That is the sound of forgiveness finishing its work. Peace is not a reward, it's a residence. You have moved in. Everything looks different because you stopped carrying walls as armor. 8. The blessing of connection. Before he leaves, Michael gives you a final instruction. Whenever you feel alone, speak grace to the space between you and others. The bridge will reappear. He touches your shoulder, warmth spreads through you like sunrise across water. You are no longer crossing the bridge, he says. You are the bridge. You smile through tears. Every relationship becomes a path for light to travel. Even memories feel blessed now, each one a stone polished by mercy. If this message helped you lay down old stones and walk lighter, let it travel. Like, share, and subscribe so more souls remember that forgiveness is the strongest bridge ever built. Pinned comment. I choose to walk the bridge of grace. Type it once softly and feel how even your breath crosses into peace. Stop here, my beloved child. Don't scroll. The bridge behind you still shines, but now heaven invites you forward. Ahead of you lies the garden of peace, a sacred place that blooms inside every heart that has finally forgiven. Stay until the end, because by the time this message finishes, you will feel that garden begin to breathe through you. 1. The invitation to enter. My beloved child, listen carefully. You have walked through storm and silence, and now the ground beneath you softens. Michael stands beside a gate woven from light and vine. Stop here, he says. Before you step through, leave the language of fear behind. This place understands only gratitude. You take a breath and whisper thank you. The gate opens without sound. That is how peace welcomes its guests, no drama, just recognition. 2. The soil of stillness. Inside the garden, the air smells like rain on memory. Every leaf shimmers as if sunlight has been folded into it. This is your inner world healed, Michael explains. Every thought you once judged is now seed. You kneel and touch the soil. It feels alive. Stop here, my beloved child, he adds. Notice how stillness feeds growth faster than striving. You realize that peace isn't a pause between battles, it's the new way to grow. 3. The flowers of forgiveness. You see petals the color of sunset and new beginnings. Each blossom opens with a memory. Some carry names, some carry tears. Do not pluck them, Michael warns gently. They are evidence that pain can turn beautiful when understood. You watch them sway in a wind that feels like laughter returning home. 4. The river of reflection. At the center runs a stream so clear it shows both sky and soul. Michael kneels beside you. This river remembers everything you've released. Each drop is a forgiven moment. He touches the water. Ripples move outward until they reach the edges of the world. Stop here, he says. See how peace spreads without permission. Every time you choose kindness, this river overflows into someone else's life. 5. The trees of time. Tall trees surround the river. Their rings glow faintly. Each ring is a year you survived gracefully, Michael explains. Time no longer ages you here, it honors you. You place a hand on the bark and feel your own pulse answer. Peace does not erase time, it redeems it. 6. The visitors of calm. From between the trees walk figures made of soft light, your joy, your patience, your hope. They once hid while you grieved, now they return as companions. Stop here, my beloved child, Michael says. Speak to them. Ask for their company in ordinary hours. They nod and begin to follow you. From now on, they will appear in small moments, in smiles, in music, in sunlight through kitchen windows. 7. The bench of understanding. At the far end of the garden is a stone bench carved with the word rest. You sit. Michael stands behind you, wings folded like quiet tents of protection. My beloved child, he says, you've spent a lifetime trying to be enough. Peace means you already are. Tears come, but they feel sweet, like rain watering roots. The garden brightens one shade with each breath you take. 8. The seed of continuation. Michael places a small seed in your palm, gold and warm. Plant this wherever you go, he says. It is called kindness. Every time you offer it, a piece of this garden appears there. You press it into the earth. Immediately a tiny sprout glows. You understand, peace was never a destination, it was a culture to carry. Michael smiles and steps back into light. My beloved child, he says, the garden grows wherever you stand. The gate closes behind you, but the fragrance follows, a gentle proof that heaven now trusts you to be its ground. If this message planted calm inside you, help its fragrance travel, like, share, and subscribe so more souls remember that peace is the most beautiful thing they can grow. Pinned comment. I carry the garden of peace within me. Type it once softly, then take a breath and feel the stillness bloom behind your ribs. Stop here, my beloved child. Don't scroll. You have walked through storm and garden. Now heaven hands you the key to your own house of light. Stay until the end, because when this message finishes, you will understand that peace is no longer a visitor, it is your home. 1. The return from the garden. You step back through the gate, the fragrance of calm still clings to your hands. Ahead stands a house you don't remember building. Stop here, Michael says. This is what grace creates while you rest. Walls of light gleam like morning dew on glass. Each room represents a part of you that finally learned to breathe. 2. The threshold of truth. At the door hangs a mirror shaped like your heartbeat. My beloved child, Michael whispers, before you enter, see yourself without past labels. You look and see no flaws, only evidence of survival. The mirror shifts into a window, light spills outward. 3. The room of memories. Inside, shelves hold moments you once called mistakes. Now each glows softly. Stop here, Michael says. Do not erase them, they built your compassion. You touch one and feel forgiveness flow back through time. Even old sorrow sighs in relief. 4. The hall of voices. You hear every encouraging word you've ever spoken to someone echo around you. This, Michael smiles, is how light sounds when it returns home. Kindness never dies, it records itself in walls that keep you warm on cold days. 5. The window of grace. A window opens to the world. You see neighbors, family, strangers, each surrounded by a faint halo of your own peace. Stop here, my beloved child. Your house shines into theirs. You realize peace was never private. It leaks through kindness into every life you touch. 6. The Chamber of Purpose. At the center burns a steady flame. This is why you're here, Michael says. To be a keeper of warmth in a world that forgets its fire. You kneel, the flame enters your chest without pain. From now on your calm will carry heat, gentle but unmistakable. 7th, the upper room. A stairway spirals upward. At the top a door opens to sky. Stop here, Michael says one last time. Step through. This is completion. You walk onto a terrace of light. Below you the garden, bridge, and river all glow together, chapters of one story. Michael stands beside you, wings unfolded like horizons. My beloved child, he says, you built nothing less than heaven in motion. Where you walk, the divine finds address. You realize the journey was never about reaching light, it was about remembering you were made of it. 8. The Benediction. The angel raises his hand in blessing. Go now and live as a house with open doors. Let those who enter leave brighter. His voice fades into wind that smells like homecoming. You step back inside, the flame follows you as a heart that never dims. The house of light stands where you stand. Every breath from now on is its lamplight spreading outward. If this message helped you feel that home has returned to your heart, let its light travel. Like, share, and subscribe so more souls remember they carry a house of light within. Pinned comment. I live inside the house of light. Type it once softly, close your eyes, and feel the whole journey, storm, bridge, garden, settle into one warm room inside you.